Hi, and welcome back to another installment of NB Tech Reviews. So as you may see on the table here, we've got something a little bit different today. It's not exactly tech, it's something for your tech. Batteries. Specifically for the Sony Alpha and Next series, these batteries, one come from my favorite brand, which is Sterling STK, which is not only reliable, but it's low price, which is a really good advantage of those. And then also RAV Power. So why do I have batteries with me today? It's because I'm reviewing a set of Sony Alpha and Next batteries by Oxkers. So something about DSLR and mirrorless camera batteries is that they run down relatively quickly. And that's why when you're getting batteries, you want to make sure you get the best bang for your buck. Because the original batteries from the manufacturer can go anywhere from 50 to 70 bucks, which is what the Sony Alpha 7 batteries go at from Sony. I think they're 69, let me check. So they're actually down in price. They're down to $52.93, which is still a very high price for just one battery, which is why I like some third-party brands. RAV Power is a good brand because it's reliable and it's got a really good milliamp hours. These ones particularly are 1,100 milliamp hours. My favorite brand is Sterling STK. This one particular is 1,500 milliamp hours and they come in at $14.95 a piece, which is a really good deal, especially when you need a lot of these to shoot all day. I do wedding shoots, it's necessary. So then we get to these. It's a 2-pack by Oxkers that comes with a 3-battery charger. It also has an LED indicator to show you where the batteries are at on their charging. So let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so it's a little flip open. So the first thing I see, this is all nicely packaged in plastic in little compartments. We've got your standard micro B connector. We've got the 2 battery packs, which both are 1,100 milliamp hours, which is the same as the RAV Power batteries. And then we have the charging connector here, which, as you can see here, it's got this little LED indicator on it. And it shows you channel 1, 2, and 3, which will indicate to you when the batteries are charging. So let's go ahead and get a charging cable connected up so we can see how it works. So another interesting feature about this particular charging block is that it not only has micro B, but it also has USB-C on here. So you can choose one or the other. And especially if you have USB charging phones, this is going to be really handy when you're out on the field recording. I personally like USB-C more because it gives a faster charge. All right, so let's connect our USB-C. And immediately the LCD display lights up. So now it's got batteries ready to charge, so we'll go ahead and stick these 2 in there. Now with these chargers, you gotta be careful because the pins are pretty delicate, so you gotta be careful when putting them in. Put number 1 and number 2. Or that's actually 1 and 3, okay. So now if you look on here closely, you will see the little indicator. You'll see a little indicator indicating that they are charging up. And that's a handy little readout. Now, the biggest question I have about these is, does it work with other third-party and OEM batteries? So let's go ahead and take my Sterling STK and RAV Power. Let's start with the Sterling STK. See if it plugs up and charges. Immediately starts charging. They're all at pretty much empty, which I've been using my cameras lately, so that's to be expected. But it's showing a display, it's showing them charging up really well. All right, so now let's try the RAV Power. And it indicates the RAV Power is at 3 bars, needing 1 bar left. So it does work with other third-party batteries. So I really like the versatility of this charging block. It gives you a nice readout, it lets you use micro B or USB-C, and it has spots for 3 batteries to be charged at the same time. I really like that. But it really comes down to the battery's capacity and longevity out in the field. So what I'm gonna do next, let these charge up, then we'll take it out and record some stuff, see how long they last. All right, so I'm back. I let the batteries charge to the full capacity. I took one, I put it in my A7 and I let it record, and it recorded for about 50 minutes without having to stop. Now, that alone is pretty good, and that's not including standby time. If you're in a shoot like me, I'm starting recording, I'm stopping recording, the screen goes off after a little bit. So it's probably gonna get me anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 40 minutes on one charge for one battery. So these little guys will add you about 3 hours worth of recording time if you space it out correctly. So overall, I'm satisfied with the product. It does its job, and it does its job well. It gives about the same results as my RAV Power batteries and my RAV Power charger as well, about charging time. But the good thing I do like about this is the LCD display. I like having that little interface to show that the batteries are charging, what level they're at, so I can kind of plan out how long it's going to need to charge. So for $29.99, this is definitely a good deal, especially if you use the Sony Nex or Alpha series. I highly recommend it. Product link in the description below. Thank you for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day.